The Africa Europe Foundation's a young organization, but it's clear in the last 5 years of our existence that our mission has become more relevant than ever. We were set up to really open this partnership that's historic between Africa and Europe to diverse players. So not just the traditional institutions, but also the private sector, academia, to civil society, to youth leaders. But also to try and contribute to turning this historic dialogue into an impactful, action-orientated partnership. Because again, we sense, and we see that today more than ever, there's a real challenge to multilateralism. And part of the challenge is, does it really transform commitments into action? And does it have real benefits for the people it's set up to serve? Does it have a real impact at societal level? And that's exactly where the Africa Europe Foundation finds itself. We need to demonstrate what multilateralism looks like in action. So it's to take very concrete strategic topics. It could be on areas like energy cooperation, transition minerals, agri-food. It could be around the work we do on global health. And we need to demonstrate that this partnership, when people come together, can be mutually beneficial, can really be an opportunity to Africa and Europe to advance together. So if you take an area like global climate change, it's clear that if we construct the partnership in the right way, it can be very powerful, both in terms of the ambitions that Africa has in terms of economic development, its role on the global stage, and the ambitions that Europe has when it comes to both its climate objectives and energy security. So we see win-win opportunities in all the different sectors of cooperation. And the key for this Africa Europe Foundation, not only to identify those areas, to get the people around the table who can really put them into action. We're not there just to recreate existing structures. So the first point is we recognize there's already been an important dialogue that takes place politically between Africa and Europe. But equally, those partners of that political dialogue are saying to us they need an independent space to have some of the tricky, sometimes complex, contentious conversations that isn't always possible in Addis Ababa, Brussels, or elsewhere. And that's exactly the space, this space we offer, which is really to allow different stakeholders, actually different backgrounds, to come together, and equally to get really into a very well facilitated conversation about what are the obstacles and the opportunities to really accelerate this partnership. So I think the first is how we complement what's there, and we offer something completely new and completely needed. And I think the second is how we need to operate always at two levels. One is to ensure that everything we do has a direct meaning to societies that this Africa Europe partnership was set up to serve, meaning at the local level, the societal level, both in Africa and Europe. But equally, to demonstrate that Africa Europe today needs to and can play a powerful role in the multilateral stage. Without the cooperation and the mutual benefit of the partnership together, but also the world today, more than ever, needs Africa Europe to stand up, offer a different kind of space between fragmentation at the international level, and actually drive cooperation in these critical areas around climate change, mental health pandemics, and also when you think about the future of education, AI, digital. So this is a space which, again, I think is really key for the Africa Europe Foundation. But it does mean we need to convey the fact that we need to work on those dual levels constantly, the local level, but also the role that Africa Europe can play at multilateral level.